Okay, so when we look at chapter 2, first problem. 5 cars at each way. So the each way is the problem here. So the bridge doesn't just hold one car of 3,000 pounds, it holds 5 times 3,000. So it holds 15,000 pounds. Some people were just doing the 3,000, so you have to read these carefully. So if we can hold 15,000 pounds, how many 150-pound people can it do? So that's just a division problem. So you say how many 150-pound people can be on this 15,000 pound load? And so you say, well, I can put one of those there and get 2 more zeros. So it looks like 100 people. So Rapunzel is letting down her hair, and each strand of hair can hold 4 ounces. So here's 4 ounces, and here's 4 ounces, and there's 1,000 of these. 1, 2, 1,000. So altogether, it's 4,000 ounces. Now the question is, what about the 200-pound witch? Well, we know that there's 16 ounces in 1 pound, so then the 200-pound witch would be 200 times 16 times 16, 3,200, and 3,200 ounces is less than the 4,000 that it will take. So could, and our answer is yes, because it'll hold more than the 3,200 ounces that the witch weighs. A lot of people had trouble with the third problem. And so if we look at it, there's really 2 parts to it. So we can hold 3 pounds. All right, so we have to figure 3 pounds, but then the answer is the highest the tower could be. So we have to figure out how many quarters make 3 pounds and then how tall that will be. So 5 quarters are 1 ounce. So 5 quarters are 1 ounce. So how many quarters are a pound? Well, it's a times 16 relationship. So if we multiply that by 16, it'd be 50 and 30, 80. So 80 quarters to the pound. So it can hold 3 pounds. So 80 quarters in 1 pound is how many in 3 pounds? So it's just a times 3 relationship. So we can have 240 quarters. So each quarter is a 1/15 of an inch high. So we have 240 times 1/15. So that would be 240 over 15. And when you think about that, you say, oh, well, 10. So we'll split 240 up into 150 and 90. So 150 divided by 15 is 10, and 90 divided by 15 is 6. So it looks like it could be a tower that would be 16 inches tall. So we want to know about 720 pounds of water. We have this little hint here that says a gallon is 9 pounds. So if 1 gallon is 9 pounds, how many gallons are in 720 pounds? Well, 9 times 8 is 72, so 9 times 80 is 720. So it's a times 80 relationship, so we can put 80 gallons in. But then the question is, how many pints? Well, so you say to yourself, well, there's 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. So then that would be 8 pints, because there's 2 pints in a quart equal 1 gallon. So we'll need to take our 80 gallons times 8 pints, so we could hold safely 640 pints. Here's one way to look at this problem. So don't worry about the driver. Just think of the driver as 2 bags of sand. And so we have the 20,000 and the truck weighs 15,000. So we have 5,000 pounds of capacity. Okay. Well, how many bags of sand? If a bag of sand is 50 pounds, okay, so 2 bags would be 100 pounds, and 100 times 10 is 1,000. So altogether, so 2 bags makes 100 times 10 makes, so every 20 bags is 1,000 pounds. So 20 bags, 1,000 times 5, so if we have 100 bags, it's 5,000 pounds. So we can do 100 bags. If we didn't have a driver, we'd be exactly there. But then we say, well, the driver's 95, so we'll take off 2. So we'll do 98 bags. And we'll be just under because the driver is 5 pounds less than 2 bags. So we'll be at 19,995.